Hi, I'm a bubby, and I had young kids back in the 70s. Actually, my first one was born in 68. And I dressed them up in adorable costumes on Halloween, and I thought it was so much fun then, even though there were evil people back then putting razor blades into apples. Last week while I was walking in my area, I noticed how many homes with a mezuzah had loads of decorations for Halloween. That's okay. I am not judging their intentions because I did it. This is still a free country. But when I saw a skeleton hanging from a mezuzah, my heart dropped, and I felt I had to say something. I want to be clear. I am not religious, but I do love the Torah and the God of Israel who gave it to us, and I stand with Israel. So let's look at the roots of these two things. Halloween, and I got it right off Google. Carving pumpkins, trick-or-treating, and wearing scary costumes are some of the time-honored traditions of Halloween. Yet, the Halloween holiday has its roots in the ancient Celtic festival of, and I'll spell it, Samhain, which is a Gaelic word pronounced Samhain. It's a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of summer. Seems innocent enough. When people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off evil spirits. Now let's look at the root of our mezuzah, found in Deuteronomy and the Torah, in chapter 6 and 11. Its purpose, the mezuzah, is to daily remind a person of God's commandments, his 10. This is what's written on the parchment that's inside the mezuzah. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one, the only one. And then it continues, V'ahavta, and these words, which I command you this day shall be upon your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. You shall bind them as a sign upon your hand, and they shall be frontlets between your eyes, which is where we get the tefillin. And you shall write them on the doorpost, the mezuzot of your house, and upon your gates. The first of God's 10 commandments says, I am the Lord your God, who took you out of the land of Egypt, out of bondage. You shall have no other gods. Now, we may think that we have no other gods, but let's not fool ourselves. If we teach our children to celebrate festivals dedicated to any other gods, we may as well remove our mezuzah. We don't need these festivals. The God of Israel gave us his harvest festivals, Shavuot and Sukkot, from which the pilgrims took thanksgiving. Our holidays for dressing up in costumes and having fun are Purim and Hanukkah. In fact, when Israel became a state in 48, the very first parade we held was the Purim parade. This is not a religious thing. It's a God thing. We humans have a dual nature, physical and spiritual. Our ruach, our neshama, our nefesh are connected to the divine, and the divine is light, while other gods lead us in the opposite direction. In fact, they even worship death. I have experience in that area and never want to go back there. I'm not telling you what to choose, but I am asking you to think about it. Halloween or mezuzah? We can't have both. It's like mocking God. And at this time, with what is happening to our people, do we really want to do that? When we need him on our side? Please think about it. Let's choose life, not death. Choose the mezuzah, not Halloween, for our children. Thanks for listening.